75 papers published. So many papers here. I'm not going to be able to read this, but I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, this a lot. Let me scroll down. Okay, and he has selected patents, 50 patents enrolled. The latest one, a pharmaceutical composition comprising viscosine treated extract of Morus alba leaves for preventing or treating diabetes mellitus. Patent number 1019491530000. Patent date 2019 in the February on 12th. Okay, so this is so amazing. So I think everyone is so excited. So let me say hi first to Professor Young Ho Kim. Hello, Professor. Can you hear me well?
Yeah.
Can I
Thank
say?
you very much.
Yeah, 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. Yeah, I hope you are doing well. And then you will be given 40 minutes to present your material. And then we are going to have 10 minutes for question and answers. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, you are welcome to give question along the way in the chat box. Let's welcome Professor Young Ho Kim from Korea. Please, Professor.
Thank you, Chairman, for kind introduction. I would like to thank you for organizing committee to give me a chance for keynote presentation, especially now COVID-19 situation in Indonesia is not good. I hope Indonesian people overcome COVID-19 quickly and come back to normal life. Would you upload my PPT file? May I upload my PPT file?
It's coming, Professor. It's still sharing. Yes, I can see it now. It's clear.
Is it okay for you?
Yes, it's okay. It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
Today, my topic will be bioactive component from ginseng and ginseng-like medicinal plants. Let me check. There are several ginseng-like medicinal plants in Korea. For example, this is the picture of Panax ginseng, and this is a picture of Acanthopanax coreanum, Carlopanax, Araria, Dendropanax, etc. This is the ginseng-like medicinal plant. Ginseng-like medicinal plants have adaptogen activities. Adaptogen activities means increasing non-specific resistance. They are non-toxic, and also they have normalizing effect and the non-specific responses in the body against the multiple stressors. Panax, let me talk about first the Panax ginseng. Panax ginseng is a very important medicinal plant in Korea. All the parts of ginseng are used for diverse purposes. For example, ginseng berries are used for cosmetic, and ginseng root are used for functional food, drink, and drugs. Based on the preparation method, they are classified: white ginseng, red ginseng, black ginseng, and so on. Panax ginseng belong to Arariaceae family and distributed Korea, Japan, China. Chemical components are reported as tritterpene saponin, especially we call ginsenoside. Ginsenoside is a very special component in ginseng. Its structure is tritterpene saponin, phenolic compound, acetylenic compound, sesquiterpene, polysaccharide are reported right now. It was traditionally used to increase mental, physical performance, improve thinking and memory, reduce cancer risk, lower blood sugar in diabetes. This is the picture of ginseng. This is a ginseng leaf and the ginseng berries. Inside, this is a ginseng root. This structure is a ginsenoside structure. Ginsenoside structure is two different structures. This is a protopanastiol. This is a protopanasatriol. A small difference having hydroxyl group at carbon 6. There are several pharmacological effects are reported. Ginseng extract and ginsenoside, RB1, RG1, RG2, such as like this. They have improving memory, anti-cancer effect, efficacy of increasing immunization function, anti-diabetic efficacy, improving liver protection, antioxidation, anti-aging, effect on cardiovascular system, anti-fatigue, anti-stress. We started the ginseng study and we think about what kind of ginseng study will be possible. Which part of ginseng study it can be do. So many researchers already focused on ginseng root and the lead ginseng. Also, we studied also the ginseng root and the lead ginseng too. Besides, we had also interested ginseng leaf and the ginseng flower bud and the ginseng seed. Usually, the red ginseng and the black ginseng are prepared by steaming. So that's why, what the difference of steamed leaves, steamed flower bud? Also, we studied steamed noto ginseng and the adventitious root, which was made by tissue culture, and the other similar ginsenoside in Vietnam, the Panax vietnamensis, the Stipurianatus, and we think about this kind of ginseng study will be possible. First, we study about the red ginseng. You can see the red ginseng. This is a fresh ginseng. Usually, fresh ginseng was processed by steaming to red ginseng. The steaming temperature 95, 98, then can be made red ginseng. Usually steaming induce changes in the chemical component and could be possible to enhance the biological activities of ginseng. Red ginseng is more popular in white ginseng and has bigger market share in Korea. This is the shape of red ginseng. Cut the minor part and you can get a better shape of red ginseng. By comparison of bioactivity between white ginseng and red ginseng is better than white ginseng in fields of antioxidant, anti-fatigue, anti-aging, liver protection, anti-diabetes, and so on. So we studied about the red ginseng. We bought red ginseng 2 kilograms and extracted, fractionation, isolation, and finally we get 2 new compounds and 9 non-ginsenoside. The component was isolated by column chromatography like this and the preparative TX method. The structure was determined by NMR, 2D NMR, high resolution mass and database system. This is the structure. You can see all the structure is very similar, but so that's why we call this one is a ginsenoside structure. But small, the minor part, small difference. The this one, the compound 1 and the compound 2 was identified as a new compound, 2 new compounds, and 9 non-compounds were isolated from lead ginseng. After that, we tested anti-inflammatory activity. Among 11 tested compounds, compound 1 significantly decreased the production of IL-6 cytokine and TNF-alpha release. So we think about compound 1 has anti-inflammatory activity. After that, we tested on the expression of COX-2 and the INOS. And the COX-2 and the INOS data, compound 1 significantly inhibited COX-2 and the INOS gene expression. We reported this result, the bioorganic medicinal chemistry letters. Title is 2 new Danmaran type 3 terpene supplements from Korean lead ginseng, and they are anti-inflammatory. You can find my name here. After that, we tested immunomodulatory activity. Compound 9 from lead ginseng increased IL-2 secretion. This is the picture of drying process in Korea Ginseng Corporation. This is the biggest company in Korea, ginseng company in Korea. This is the extraction process from lead ginseng by Korean Ginseng Corporation too. After that, they made herbal tea, ginseng extract, ginseng candy, ginseng beverage, and so on. Let me move to black ginseng. Black ginseng, which is steamed higher temperature and high pressure, increased significantly biological effects such as antioxidant, anti-cancer, anti-obesity, anti-diabetics. You can see the color changes. This is a one-time steaming, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Then the color was changed from white to black. So this ginseng we call the black ginseng. What are the difference of white ginseng and the nice steaming ginseng? You can see here the HPLC chromatogram and white ginseng. The polar compound appeared in early time, but this peak was reduced and the new peak was occurred. This is the occurred compound by steaming. So we try to isolate some ginsenoside from black ginseng, usually the same manner, fractionated, isolated, and finally 2 new 20 ginsenoside were isolated. This is the structure of new ginsenoside. The basic structure is the same, but only difference the side chain. Side chain structure is different. After that, we tested anti-inflammation activity, and the ginsenoside RG6 and the ginsenoside F4 from black ginseng exhibit good inhibitory anti-inflammatory activity. Let me move to ginseng leaves. This is the 1-year ginseng leaf, 2-year, 3-year, 4-year, 5-year, 6-year ginseng leaf. The farmer harvested only ginseng root ginseng root are discarded, thrown away. However, Panax ginseng leaf, they have also very unique ginsenoside. That's why ginseng leaves could be a good supplementary source of ginsenoside. So almost the same manner, we isolated ginsenoside from Panax ginseng leaf and the fractionation isolation. Finally, we got 2 new 15 non-ginsenoside. This is the ginsenoside structure, the difference in the side chain. So we call this one ginsenoside Ki. We call ginsenoside Km. After that, we tested contractivity in left ventricular myocyte. Ginsenoside F1 from ginseng leaf, decrease of contractility. But here, floral ginsenoside Kc from ginseng flower bud enhance of contractility. Some different activity. After that, we tested the cytotoxicity on human leukemia. The ginsenoside number F1, F5, floral ginsenoside Ta showed cytotoxic activity. Also, we tested apoptosis induction effect. Ginsenoside F1, F5, floral ginsenoside Ta increased the percentage of G1 hypodiploid cell. They increased the number of apoptotic bodies. We try to ginseng leaf by steaming. Steaming induces some ginseng component. What the difference of ginseng leaf and the steamed ginseng leaf? It was just our curiosity. And we got the steamed ginseng leaf and steam. Then finally we steamed the ginseng leaf and the fractionation, isolation. Then finally we got 5 new 15 non-ginsenoside. This is the 5 new ginsenoside from steamed ginseng. From steamed ginseng leaf, we isolate 5 new ginsenoside. This is the HPLC chromatogram before and after. The HPLC chromatogram much different. New ginsenoside was occurred by steaming. After that, we tested the cytotoxicity. The ginsenoside RH3, RK2, SL2 from steamed leaf showed particular cytotoxic activity. The activity was very high. Cytotoxic activity much increased. We studied on the ginseng flower bud when the flowering season, the farmer pick up the better flower bud and the other flower bud discarded, removing. So the removing flower bud, we think about, so what the component, what the biological activity they have. So that's why flower bud or Panax ginseng have various tamarin type saponins. This saponin, it is also good supplementary source. So we cut the flower bud, 1.2 kilogram, extracted, fractionation, isolation. And we isolated 7 new 23 non-ginsenoside. This is the structure of 7 new ginsenoside structure. Then we tested antioxidant activity. Antioxidant activity, the floral ginsenoside Ka, display potent scavenging activity. Also, we tested the anti-inflammation activity, ginsenoside I, floral ginsenoside Kc, floral ginsenoside J isolated from flower bud. They showed the anti-inflammation activity. After that, we also try to steam ginseng flower bud. We steamed the ginseng flower bud and isolated the new ginsenoside and tested the bioactivity. We tested the anti-inflammation activity, ginsenoside RG6 from steamed leaf, from steamed flower bud, the ginsenoside F4 from steamed leaf. They exhibit good inhibitory effect on anti-inflammatory activity. This is the ginseng berry, and this is the ginseng seed. What the component ginseng berries they have? What the component are included in ginseng seed? It was just our curiosity. So we studied the ginseng seed first. So also the same manner, the new ginsenoside was isolated from ginseng seed. This is the structure. This is the new ginsenoside from isolated from ginseng seed. There is some structure difference, and tested the anti-inflammation activity, inhibition of NF-kappa B, and the messenger RNA expression. Compound 1, 2, so inhibit NF-kappa B and the expression of iNOS and COX2 messenger RNA. Let me move the ginseng-like medicinal plant. The name is Acanthopanax. Acanthopanax is a ginseng-like medicinal plant. Acanthopanax species are growing in Korea, 16 Acanthopanax growing in Korea. And this is a Senticosus coreanum, something like that. And the Acanthopanax root and the stem bark have been used traditionally as a tonic and used for treatment of rheumatism, diabetes, hepatitis in Korea. This is the picture of Acanthopanax senticosus. Acanthopanax senticosus are most famous and well known as Siberian ginseng. But this plant has some difficulty in cultivation in Korea. And this picture is Acanthopanax coreanum. The shape is much different. Acanthopanax coreanum is an indigenous plant distributed throughout South Korea. The shape of leaf, stem, flower are much different with Acanthopanax senticosus. Almost the same manner, fractionation, isolation, and we got more than 10 compounds. This is the structure isolated from Acanthopanax coreanum. This is the diterpenoid compound we call the something. The structure is different, but this compound, the name acansoic acid, this is a very interesting compound which was isolated by me. Interestingly, Acanthopanax coreanum root has a high content of diterpenoid. The acansoic acid 0.92%, kaolenoic acid 0.97. It also structure is very similar, very difficult to isolate it by column chromatography, but capillary electrophoresis collating method, we can isolate these two compounds. You can see this table, only the Acanthopanax coreanum has acansoic acid. The other Acanthopanax, they do not have acansoic acid. We tested on the cyclooxygenase with acansoic acid. Acansoic acid inhibited cyclooxygenase 1, cyclooxygenase 2, which means acansoic acid has an anti-inflammatory effect. So that's why it can be used for rheumatism treatment.
Harus ngomongin lo ya lah. Ya, ini aku dengar atau aku baca
We synthesized acansoic acid derivatives, more than 80 analogs. After that, we tested the cyclooxygenase 2 and the cyclooxygenase 1. Among them, compound 21 showed high inhibitory activity. With acansoic acid, we tested the anti-inflammatory activity. The IL-1 acansoic acid inhibited IL-1 production, inhibited TNF-alpha production, but not inhibited IL-6. We tested the liver injury protection effect against the liver injury. Acansoic acid, they showed a very good protection effect against the liver injury. And also, we tested the inhibitory activity on ILA production. Acansoic acid suppressed the TNF-alpha induced ILA production, and the other MAP kinase, the NF-kappa B nuclear translocation, the NF-kappa B binding activity, expression of IL-8 messenger RNA and the protein level. After that, we also studied the leaves of Acanthopanax coreana. Usually, the root bark was used from Acanthopanax coreana, but we studied on the leaves of Acanthopanax coreana. Almost the same manner, we isolated seven new compound from leaves of Acanthopanax coreana and tested anti-inflammatory activity and tested the inhibitory effect on NF-kappa B and the production of PPAR. Acansoic acid inhibited the NF-kappa B and the production of PPAR gamma activity. Inhibited, sorry, not acansoic acid, that is impressic acid. We also tested the inhibitory effect on adhesion molecule, ICAM1, VCAM1. Impressic acid inhibited ICAM1, VCAM1, and also inhibited NF-kappa B nuclear translocation. Impressic acid also possesses MMP13 down-regulating capacity. Impressic acid reduced the activation of C-jun, C-phos, and inhibited phosphorylation levels of ST1 and STAT2. And we reported this result to Journal of Ethnopharmacology. This is another compound from Acanthopanax. We call the name acancoreoside J. Acancoreoside J promoted the hair growth. Acancoreoside J markedly promoted the proliferation of dermal papilloma cells. This is the structure of a compound from the stemmed leaves of Acanthopanax coreana. First, we studied the leaves of Acanthopanax coreanum, and the second, we studied stemmed leaf. Then we isolated and the structure elucidation. After that, we tested the biological activity. This is the new compound from stemmed leaves of Acanthopanax coreanum. They showed the anti-inflammatory, inhibitory activity on IL-12, IL-6, TNF-alpha production. Let me move to ligand compound from Acanthopanax coreanum. Before I mentioned diterpenoid compound, triterpenoid compound, but right now this is the ligand type structure. most interesting ligand compound is the erythrocyte E. Erythrocyte E was isolated many Acanthophonous species, Centicosus, Gisanisis, Divaricus, Centicosus. They have a very good, very diverse biological activity. We analyzed the HPLC chromatogram, erythrocyte E, erythrocyte B, and this is the comparison of Acanthophonous species. And also we tested immune enhancing effect. Erythrocyte E ligand compound from Acanthophonous coreanum significantly increased the interferon gamma production. So the Acanthophonous, the erythrocyte E has a immune enhancing activity. Let me move to third ginseng-like medicinal plant. The name is Carlopanax pictus. Carlopanax pictus also belong to Arariaceae, distributed Korea, Japan, China, and Russia. The stem bark of Carlopanax pictus has been used in traditional medicine to treat neuralgia, rheumatic arthritis, lumbago, furuncle, carbuncle, wound, diarrhea, scabies, and so on. This is the figure, the photo of Carlopanax. The chemical components are reported as saponins, polyacetylene, phenylpropanoid, glycoside. This is the structure of isolated from Carlopanax pictus. 10 new and 15 non, almost 25 compounds were isolated from Carlopanax. Then tested the biological activity, especially the anti-inflammatory activity. We tested compound 1,5,7,14 inhibiting NF-kappa B, also decrease in COX-2 inosine gene expression. We reported this result to Journal of Natural Product. This is another paper we published, the carbohydrate research. We tested transactivational activities of PPAR. Some isolated compound from Carlopanax, they show transactivational activities of PPAR. Some compounds show the NF-kappa B, and some compounds show the PPRE activator. The 10 compound showed NF-kappa B inhibitory and PPAR transactivational activity, suggesting that this can be used for the agent for the prevention and treatment of the inflammation associated metabolic disease. Let me move the fourth ginseng-like medicinal plant, that is Araria species. This photo is Araria cordata, and this photo Araria errata. The bark and the root of Araria errata, this one, have been used in traditional medicine as a tonic, anti-arthritic, anti-diabetic. So similar with the ginseng-like effect. We also isolated the structure and the structure elucidation and tested biological activity, especially in anti-inflammation and the PPAR activation activity. And the compound 2,4 inhibit NF-kappa B activation and inhibit inosine COX-2 messenger RNA expression. Let me move to Dendrophanax molbiferus. This is the photo of Dendrophanax, also ginseng-like medicinal plants. Dendrophanax molbiferus belong to Arariaceae, is an endemic species in Korea and distribute in the southern part of Korea. Traditionally, it has been used to prepare tea or medicine for liver disease and immunological enhancement. Dendropanax moviferous extract have antioxidant effect, anti-diabetes treatment and prevention, insecticidal effect, anti-complementary, anti-diabetic effect. We tested the water fraction of Dendropanax on melanogenesis. The water extract of Dendropanax morbiferus significantly increased the tyrosinase activity. You can see here, this is the tyrosinase activity. And also the inhibited melanin formation in melanocyte. The water extract of Dendropanax was tested on the expression of melanogenesis-related proteins. And Dendropanax morbiferus reduced melanogenesis-related protein, such as MITF, TRP1, and TRP2 without any cytotoxicity. From Dendropanax morbiferus, we isolated active compound DMW1 and DMW2. We tested the extract of morbiferus and its active compound significantly inhibited melanin formation by inhibition of melanogenesis-related protein, such as tyrosinase, TRP1, and TRP2. And another pathway inhibited the PKA-CREB pathway, and another pathway also P38 kinase pathway degradation too. This is the conclusion of my talk. The ginseng-like medicinal plants are mostly belong to Arariaceae family, including Panax ginseng, Acanthopanax coreanum, Calopanax, Araria aerata, Dendropanax morbiferus. I mentioned about the Panax ginseng, Acanthopanax coreanum, Calopanax, Araria, Dendropanax morbiferus. They have been long time used in the traditional medicine to treat various diseases. The extract and the component are evident to possess notably pharmacological functions, such as antioxidant, anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, anti-rheumatoidal, anti-diabetic, and natural medicine to heart failure, etc. Some terpene, diterpene, or tritterpene, and the lignin are promising lead compound for the development of new drugs from natural products. Ginseng-like medicinal plant will be a good resource to develop functional food and medicinal drugs in future. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you very much, Professor Kim, for your insightful talk about ginseng. I really appreciate your information so far. So, Professor Kim, now we come to the question and answer session. And
Yes.
now, maybe before the participants, I would like to ask you one question. So, basically, I love drinking coffee, and lately I have been drinking ginseng coffee. But my question is not about ginseng coffee. My question is about many people consume several parts of ginseng plant by serving it as a soup. Okay, is there any negative impact of doing this, or maybe is there any research about negative side of ginseng to human body? Thank you, Professor Kim.
Actually, some persons say that the negative effect, for example, some increasing the fever, something like that.
Fever.
But the white ginseng in some cases, some people increase the uh, the uh, temperature, body temperature, but the other people, they do not have that kind of effect. So after that, we steam by and make a red ginseng or black ginseng. The side effect was much decreased. So that's why we make a soup and boil the soup and the soup with the chicken together, something like that. And the side effect was much decreased. And the biological effect will be much increased. So that's why the red ginseng has a much bigger market sharing than white ginseng in Korea.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Professor Kim. I just love the feeling of spicy in my throat when I drink that kind of type coffee in ginseng. Thank you very much for your question. Actually, I'm inviting also because we have a medical school, medical faculty in Universitas Prima Indonesia. Many students doing some research about extraction, like from galangal. Is that in the English for lengkuas, galangal, and also maybe turmeric and etc. So maybe if you have any question, let us know because we have Professor Kim here. Okay, so let me see the chat room. We have Miss Rose Time. So, okay, I'm gonna read this for Professor Kim. My name is Rose Time Simanulang. I want to ask you, sir, about your presentation. Very interesting, your explanation and some of your research have you done. From your presentation that we know the herbs ginseng is very much beneficial for the health of both the flowers, leaves, roots, and stems. We know that ginseng is a plant in Asia. Are there any differences in compound of Asian ginseng, Chinese ginseng, Korean ginseng, or Indonesian ginseng? Earlier, you also mentioned that ginseng compound antioxidant, type of antioxidant that is what most of the highest on ginseng, antioxidant. With your explanation, so I'm interested, we'll do a research on ginseng. Hopefully it can be done. So actually the second one is like an offering, yeah, for a cooperation, Professor Kim. Maybe you can answer the first question. Is there any differences in compound of any type of ginseng in the world? Thank you, Professor Kim.
Yes, we studied about the Panax ginseng in Korea, and also we studied the Panax Vietnamese ginseng, Panax bifida tipidus, distributed in Vietnam, something, and also the Noto ginseng. So the chemical components are much different. Not so much different. They have a Damaran type structure, but the small part of side part, minor part, the glucose, the hydroxyl group, the side chain, some small difference they have. So we think about, okay, there are some chemical difference in different species. So that's why they have a different biological effect by different chemical components. So that's why we increase. What the difference? What the difference in Korean ginseng and the American ginseng? What the difference in the Korean, the fresh ginseng and the steamed ginseng, red ginseng, black ginseng, something like that. So that's why the research topic, it will be a good research topic. What the difference, chemical structure difference, what the biological difference in different species. You can do that. You can have interest and you can have research for, then you can identify, okay, so that's why this will be some difference.
Yeah, that's a good thing because maybe Miss Rose interested in doing more research about Indonesian ginseng, and maybe both of you can have further contact. Maybe the next question is, you said that ginseng compound antioxidant. So the question is, what type of antioxidant is the highest on ginseng? If I'm not mistaken, how to get this question, right? What type of antioxidant is the highest on ginseng? Please, Professor Kim.
Yes, and just our strategy is we have many isolated compound from ginseng and tested the antioxidant activity. Among them, some ginsenoside shows the good antioxidant effect, but the other ginsenoside they have a weak antioxidant effect. So that's why just we think, okay, this kind of ginsenoside, this structure, this compound has a antioxidant effect. And the other ginsenoside, they do not have antioxidant effect. So antioxidant activity is also different by the structure, small structure differentiation. So that's why it's very difficult. Okay, this ginsenoside is very good antioxidant effect, and this is not antioxidant. It is very difficult to say that. And okay, this structure we tested. We isolate this one and test it. It shows very good antioxidant. Okay, this structure maybe some good antioxidant activity like that.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Kim. Talking about antioxidant, we love it. It's kind of like helping us to stay young. Okay, we have from Miss Widya Yanti Sihotam. Thank you for the question, Miss Widya. Thank you, Prof. Kim, for your very nice topic. From your study, you investigated all of the parts of ginseng. Which part is the best recommendation for you? Second question, you showed several compounds from ginseng parts with the inflammatory effect, but also the cytotoxicity. From the structure, could you please explain which component chemical make the cytotoxicity and also the functions? Okay, one more time. The best part of the ginseng that you would recommend to us to consume. And also the second one, could you please explain more about component chemical that make the cytotoxicity and also the functions? Please, Professor Kim.
The second question, you mean the cytotoxicity?
Cytotoxicity, yes. Cytotoxicity.
Yes, actually, okay. The pharma used the root part is the best. So the farmer harvested the root and make red ginseng and black ginseng. Root is best, but the farmer harvested the root, they threw away the leaf, the aerial part they threw away. So that's why our curiosity, the leaf and the flower bud and the berries also are useful. Is it possible to use the leaf part, the flower bud, the berry? Is it possible to use it? And we tested, we analyzed the ginsenoside. Our result, ginsenoside leaf, the ginsenoside flower bud, and the ginseng berries, they have different ginsenoside. They included a lot of ginsenoside. Farmers throw away that one, but we don't need to throw away because the leaf and the flower bud, they have a unique ginsenoside. We can use it. We can make a supplementary source. That's why our research was done. The aerial part, the leaf and the flower bud, the ginseng berry, ginseng seed, something like that. and then we try the steam the leaf and the steam the flower bud, something like that. Anyway, the root is best. Root part is best, but the other part also we can use it. And let me move second question, the cytotoxicity. And some ginsenoside having 2 glucoside, 3 glucoside ginsenoside, the cytotoxic is very weak. But after steaming the red ginseng and the black ginseng, the second the ginsenoside from black ginseng, ginsenoside from red ginseng, the cytotoxic activity will be increased much higher. So that's why the some company, they develop the ginsenoside. They develop, for example, ginsenoside RG3, something like that. Ginsenoside RG3 from red ginseng, from black ginseng, they increased the cytotoxic activity. They showed the anti-cancer activity, anti-tumor activity, something like that. So that's why the cytotoxicity is different by structure. So steaming the red ginseng or black ginseng, they showed much higher cytotoxic activity than fresh ginseng.
Okay, thank you, Professor Kim. I hope that answers Ms. Widya. Now we have Ms. Rosni. What compounds contain in ginseng that have anti-diabetic activity? And how did ginseng reducing glucose level in diabetes mellitus? Please, Professor Kim.
Actually, the anti-diabetic activity, we did not test it. And it was already reported ginseng has an anti-diabetic. But in our experiment, our result, we do not show the anti-diabetic activity. Sorry.
Okay, we see that. Thank you. And I hope that answers Ms. Rosni. I think we have 2 more, right? The first one, Ms. Elfrida, and then also the last one, Mr. Refi. Yes, that's right. So excited for your research. Ms. Elfrida Sari said like this: can we use ginseng to prevent COVID-19? Because it had an antioxidant activity just like vitamin C. Which one is the strongest? Ginseng or vitamin C maybe? Is it enough dose if we only take it orally from multivitamin, compound, or single use? Thank you. Please, Professor Kim.
Yes, now the COVID-19 is very popular, very serious in Indonesia. But ginseng, the focusing is ginseng is increasing immune system, immunity in our body. So that's why the ginseng-like compound, ginseng-like medicinal plant, ginseng and acanthophonus and dendrophanus, something like that, they increase the immune system, the immunity in the body. So the immune is very important to overcome the COVID-19. So that's why the ginseng is better than vitamin C to increase the immunity. So that's why the ginseng is better for vitamin C.
Go ginseng, go ginseng.
Yes.
Okay. It opens my mind to know more about it because I consume coffee. It's already like maybe, a chemical process. So yeah, thank you for inspiring this kind of insight. Now we have last question from Dr. Refi. Please, Dr. Refi.
Okay, good morning, Professor Kim.
Good morning.
I'm very glad to see you in the conference. Thank you to accept our invitation, and your today's presentation is very interesting. It's a fascinating presentation. And for your information, Professor Kim, maybe about 50 students of medical faculty from Universitas Prima Indonesia Medan, yeah, who attend this morning session. They are working on natural product chemistry. Yeah. Many medicinal plants have been tested. Even though in Indonesia we don't have ginseng, but we have another kind of ginseng lights, such as ginger or galangal, and etc. And this is a very good opportunity for us to learn from you on how to step forward and make the research in UNPRI, Prima Indonesia Medan, how to make the better research on the medicinal plants to develop. My first question is, would you tell us and teach our students how to do a literature review to target a new compound for extraction? Because finding the new compound, in my opinion, to find the new compound is very important for the issue of novelty and originality of the research paper. Any database of bioactive compounds for the specific plants, yeah, for example, ginger or galangal, how to design the new compound that we want to find. Any database, or because some plants in Indonesia maybe not yet been reported in any database. How to overcome these difficulties. And the second, how to design the effective experimental method which match or which suitable to the target compound. You said that specific temperature and specific pressure might increase the bioactivity level of the ginsenosides. Okay, yeah, you said that temperature and pressure could increase the bioactivity level. So did you do such experimental series of optimum condition? Maybe you make a variation of temperature, of variation or the variation of pressure, maybe. And the next question is, would you explain more how could temperature or pressure could increase the bioactivity level? How does it work? By changing the natural structure of ginsenoside structure, by products, or by the other way? Maybe the mechanism, how could the pressure or the temperature could change the structure? Because I think the chemical compound that we want to extract maybe depend on the experimental method. The wrong experimental method will be results the wrong compounds, maybe. Okay, yeah, thank you very much for your very nice presentations, and I hope to see you in another event on another occasion. After pandemic's gone, please come to Medan. Dr. Wahyu Widowati is my best friend. So if you come to Indonesia, please come to Medan, and we will have a good time together. Yeah. Please come, and maybe we could discuss more about the natural product chemistry. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, please, Professor Kim.
Yes. And some many questions. So just the if you send an email to me, some questions, and then I will answer the very precisely something, and just just a quick answer. Anyway, literature, you can search the result, the SCI Finder, something like that. Some good libraries in Indonesia, maybe they have. Then you can find some literature search first. And then the experimental design is very important. But the usually in my case, I collaborated with my colleagues, with my junior and with my senior, other some even the foreign university, the foreign institute, the collaborate, and then you can share the result together. Because the only me, so I cannot do the collection, isolation, testing the biological activity. It is very difficult. So that's why how can you collaborate with you with your colleagues? I think that is most important. And the temperature and the pressure something, and then usually we use the autoclave. Just the autoclave is a very simple instrument to the steaming. Maybe you have the autoclave in your laboratory, and then you can use. Also, you can adjust the temperature, the pressure, and then you can get some steam, some medicinal plant. Then you try to isolate some compound, then compare what the structure difference, what the biological difference before steaming and after steaming, something like that. That's why just I catch it your questions, but if not enough, please email to me, and then I will send the answer to you.
Thank you very much, Professor.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's really amazing for opening more further contact and relation from Mr. Professor Kim. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Do we have one more maybe? Like, I cannot force you not to say something. Maybe one more question? You can raise your hand. No? Okay. So I think that's all for the question and answer, Professor Kim. We really appreciate your coming virtually to Indonesia, but we hope one day you can visit Indonesia. But let me make sure, have you been to Indonesia, Professor Kim?
Yes.
Oh, you have been to Indonesia?
Yeah.
Oh.
Two times, 3 times already.
But have you been to Medan?
Medan not.
So if you have not been to Medan, then
yes.
It's not to Indonesia, because
I have a chance to visit Medan.
Oh my God, I need to promote my city,
Yes,
Okay, Professor Kim, we have a good time, and also we want to give you like symbolically a certification of appreciation. Let me show you.
I appreciate.
Yeah. Okay. So here it is.
Very nice.
And I would like to give the opportunity for Dr. Rafi to give the appreciation. Please, Dr. Rafi.
Thank you.
Okay, Professor Young Ho Kim. Okay, I hereby to hand over this certificate to Professor Young Ho Kim for his contribution as a keynote speaker in the International Conference on Health, Instrumentation and Measurements and Natural Sciences 2021. Thank you very much for your nice presentation.
Thank you very much.
We could do further research and collaborations. And please welcome to Indonesia, Medan City.
I
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's give a big applause for Professor Kim. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Professor Kim, you are more than
Yes.
welcome to stay in the conference. But if you
Yeah.
are busy, yeah, we are welcoming you to do your further activity. Thank you
Yes.
very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Very well. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, now it's time also for us to give, to deliver, to present, to appreciate our beloved, honorable, distinguished, invited speakers. We have 10 invited speakers, and we would like to give appreciation for them also symbolically this morning. So I would like to also invite Dr. Ravi to present this certification, and I'm going to share the certificate. Let me check for a while. Do we have Dr. Adam? Dr. Adam Bahtiar? Can you say hi? Okay, maybe the second one, Dr. Arjon?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some echo here. So, Dr. Dato Azizon, can you say hi? Okay. How about Dr. Wahyu? I think I see you. Dr. Wahyu, can you say hi? Okay. And how about Professor Gus Bakti? Hello, Professor Gus Bakti. Okay. How about Professor Titania? Hello, Professor Titania. Okay, so let us start by giving or presenting our certification of appreciation. Actually, among our 10 invited speakers, they are so busy. And I really totally understand that some of them already contacted me and then said that I'm so sorry, I will not be able to attend tomorrow's morning conference. But for you that may be here, could represent all of them. So now we are inviting Dr. Arjon to receive the first certificate of appreciation. I'm opening it right now. Okay, wait a second. Oh, we have Professor Titania.
Yes, I'm here. I couldn't unmute myself. Yes.
Oh, I see, but it's okay. Now
yes,
I can
now
see
I
you
can. Yes.
perfectly, and then we're gonna share positivity here. But first of all, Professor Titania, we would like to give to Dr. Arjon Turnip. Okay, and after
Sure.
that we will give to you. Okay, Professor Arjon. Okay, there we go. So, Professor Arjon, are you ready? Okay, Dr.
Yeah,
Ravi.
I'm ready. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dr.
thank you.
Ravi, now is your time, please.
Thank you very much, Franz. Dr. Arjan, I hereby award this certificate to you as invited speaker in International Conference on Health Instrumentation and Measurements and Natural Science 2021. Thank you for your participation and your contribution. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Arjan. Now we like to give
Okay,
you
welcome.
applause. Thank you. Thank you for your loyalty to support us and to guide us so far along the way. Now we have the second one, Professor Titania. Okay.
Yes, I'm ready.
You
Thank
are ready, Professor?
Yes, ready.
How are you feeling this morning?
Very good.
Very good.
With the ginseng coffee.
I think we have the same favorite drink, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So have you drunk coffee this morning?
Yes, I've drunk coffee and I also drink ginseng vitamin.
Oh, that's
every day.
amazing.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. I haven't drunk coffee. That's why I'm not so energetic. Can you imagine if I drink coffee? Oh. Okay. Now, without further ado, please, Dr. Revi, to present the certification.
Okay. Professor Dr. Titania TJ Nugroho, on behalf of the organizing committee, I hereby hand over this certificate to you for your contribution as invited speaker in International Conference on Health Instrumentation and Measurements and Natural Sciences 2021. Thank you very much. Please visit Medan and come to Umpri for many for joyful activities or
Eating
research
durian.
occasions. It's okay. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you,
Thank you
Pak
very
Revi and Pak Franz. Yes, I have collaboration with Universitas Prima Indonesia with Dr. Eddie, with Mr. Eddie Fahrial.
I see.
Isolating extremophiles, bacteria and fungi from South Sumatra. Yes.
Wonderful.
Okay, sounds
So
great.
I will visit again, inshallah.
Thank you. Thank you very
Universitas
much.
Prima. Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. So we are waiting for you and then cannot excited that this pandemic will be over soon. Okay. Very well. Next, we have also Dr. Wahyu Widowati. Excuse me, ma'am. Can you hear me well? Dr. Wahyu? Oh, there you are. Please unmute Dr. Wahyu, close. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank
I
you.
am ready.
Yes, you are ready, right? You're so excited. Have you drink ginseng this morning?
Yes, I have often drank ginseng coffee from Korea, especially from Professor Kim. Professor Kim often gave me the ginseng.
I see. That's why you look like
Yes, and I
Korean
have
singer.
collaborate research with Prof. Kim, ginseng from Indonesia. Still
see.
done right now, isolate from Indonesian ginseng.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. All the best for that, Dr. Wahyu.
Yeah.
And now, special certificate of appreciation for you. Now, please welcome Dr. Revi, please.
Okay, Dr. Wahyu Widowati, on behalf of the organizing committee, I award this certificate to you for your contribution as invited speaker in International Conference on Health Instrumentation and Measurements and Natural Science. Thank you for your huge contributions to the committee. Thank you for inviting Professor Young Ho Kim, and thank you for all your reviewings on all activities related to the InHeNce 2021. Thank you very much, Dr. Wahyu.
Thank you very much, Pak Revi. Thank you, Pak Franz.
Thank you and wonderful. Let's give a big applause to all the invited speakers. They're all amazing. Okay. Dr. Wahyu, maybe you haven't heard what I said before, right? So that's why now I know why you look so young and like Korean pop star, because you drink coffee, ginseng coffee.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, I need to say that, you know, you deserve the compliment. Okay, so I think I want to make sure that I have Professor Gus Bakti. Professor Gus Bakti, because I think you are coming. Can someone help me, like Professor Gus Bakti? Yeah, there he is. Yeah, the man of the show. There we go. So
okay, thank you.
Yeah, I believe you are coming because you told me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let me open the certificate for you. Okay. So how are you doing this morning, Professor?
I'm fine.
You're fine?
Drinking some coffee because the morning.
You also drink coffee
Sometimes,
ginseng?
not only, not always.
I see. Wait a second. Okay, let me close this one. And then I have Professor Gusbakti. There we go. Please, Dr. Reddy, the time is yours.
Okay, Professor Dr. Gusbakti Rusip.
Yes.
Yeah, on behalf of the organizing committee, I hereby hand over this certificate to you for your contribution as invited speaker in InHeNce 2021, the International Conference on Health, Instrumentation and Measurements and Natural Science. Thank you for your big contributions. You have contacted me so many times. We did a lot together, and we hope this meeting could connect us together to making collaborations in research. And thank you very much once again.
Same.
Wonderful. Thank you very
Reddy,
much.
Dr. Moderator Fran, and all people. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Gusbakti, one more time. We really appreciate your presence here. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to make sure one more time because I don't want the invited speakers to be left behind. So I don't think that we have more attendance. Okay, yeah, okay, I'm sure about it. So all the invited speakers, for those who cannot attend this morning, surely we will send them the appreciation and all the positivity and then all the thought and positive prayer for them, and all the best for all of you in your research, in your Tridharma activity. Yeah, all the best, and keep inspiring the generation of Indonesia and also international community of learning process. So this is the end of my.
Maybe Dr. Azizan presents here.
Oh,
Dr. Azizan.
Yeah, I want to make sure. Dato Azizon, can you hear me? Dato? Okay, let me see. Yeah, I have Dato Azizon here. Maybe she cannot unmute herself. Okay, there you are. Dato Azizon, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, there you are, finally. Hi, Dato. How are you doing?
Very good.
Very good. Yeah, finally we have eye contact now. So,
Yes.
Dato, we'd like to give you also appreciation this morning because you
Thank you
have
very
been
much.
far from Malaysia. Yeah, and then you help us so far with everything. So we like to give you some appreciation. So let me share the certificate. Okay, so Dr. Refi, the time is yours.
Okay, Dato Dr. Azizan binti Osman, I'm glad to
Yes.
see you in the conference. And on behalf of the organizing committee, I hereby hand over this certificate for your contribution as invited speaker in International Conference on Health, Instrumentation and Measurements and Natural Sciences. Thank you for your contributions.
I receive it. Thank you, Pak Rafi and Pak Franz, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Dato Azizon. So I hope to keep staying in contact with you, and maybe one day if we can visit Malaysia or you've been to Medan, we will be happy to welcome you.
I would love to. I've never been.
You've never been, so you've never tasted Medan durian.
Yeah, no.
Okay, because you have Malaysian durian, we have Medan durian.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Dato. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have a good time coordinating with the invited speakers. I learned a lot from them. I learned a lot from this community. I have to say, I'm so grateful to be able to join this conference and being the moderator. And at the same time, I'm so sorry if there is any mistake in the process, because this is the end of my session. If you miss me, you can contact me. And
Ya Allah.
at France Julia Samosir. That's my Instagram. And also don't forget our Instagram at InHeNce2021. Without further ado, let me finish my time here, and then I'm gonna give back to our Master of Ceremony. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to announce that the InHeNce received 139 papers. Out of the members, 15 presenters. We have been selected to be the best presenter of this conference.
Yes, here you go. I will announce the best presenter each room. From the first room, the best presenter in the first room is Mr. Alwin Kumar Ratinam. Congratulations, Mr. Alwin Kumar Ratinam, with the title Artificial Intelligence in Medicine, a review of challenges in implementation and disparity. From Sama University, Malaysia. Give an applause to Mr. Alwin.
Congratulations, Mr. Alwin Kumar Ratinam. Congrats for your achievement.
For second room, the best presenter in second room is Mr. Gangi Reddy Narendra Kumar Reddy with the title Performance of Spectral Autocorrelation and Peak Count-Based PR Estimation Methods under Normal Abnormal PPG for Wearable Devices from Indian Institute of Technology, Bhubaneswar, India.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Mr.
Thank you,
Gangi
sir.
Reddy.
Thank you, sir.
Kumar.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
But in the second room, we have guest presenter. The first is Mr. Gangi Reddy, and the second one is Mr. Gangi Reddy also, but with the title Lightweight Compressed Sensing, CS, and Partial DCT-based compression CMS for energy efficient wearable PPG monitoring devices from Indian Institute of Technology, Bhubaneswar, India. Congratulations, Ms. Gangi Reddy.
Thank you so much, madam. Thank you so much.
From the third room, Didik Priyandoko with the title Antioxidant Activity of Green Tea, Camellia sinensis and Myriaceae from Indonesia University of Education. Congratulations, Mr. Didik Priyandoko.
Congratulations, Didik Priyandoko.
From the
Congrats for
fourth
your
room,
achievements.
Dian Ratih Laksmitawati with the title Antioxidant Potency of Camellia, Galangalin, and Gingeber officinale Varubra rhizomes from Pancasila University. Congratulations, Dian Ratih Laksmitawati.
For room 5, the best presenter is Mr. Devon Felim with the title A Promising Anti-Inflammatory Drugs from Citrus Abricarpa has Oasis from Universitas Prima Indonesia. Congratulations, Mr. Devon.
Thank you very much for the certificate of appreciation.
For the room 6, the best presenter is Mr. Hairus Abdullah with the title Progress of Xenon OS-based nanoparticles for hydrogen evolution reaction and its application for hydrogenation reaction from Universitas Prima Indonesia. Congratulations, Mr. Hairus Abdullah.
Next,
thank you.
The best presenter for room 7, Kuning Eni Surya, papaya latex for healing the second degree of burn wound in male mice from Universitas Prima Indonesia. From room 8, the best presenter goes to Talia Vanessa Maukar with the title Antibiofilm Activity of Parabiotic Reuterin against Staphylococcus aureus and Candida albicans biofilms on acrylic resin plates from Universitas Trisakti.
Thank you so much. For room 9, we have two best presenters here. The first is Mr. Anker Zhao with the title In Silico Annotation of Phenolamides in Plants in Tandem Mass Spectra from Shadi Science Academy. Congratulations, Mr. Anker. And the second best presenter goes to Joshua Sander with the title Effect of Moringa oleifera leaves on Human Blood Coagulation Process from Universitas Trisakti. Congratulations, Mr. Joshua.
Thank you.
For room 10, the best presenter goes to Francisca Condro with the title Relationship Between Fitness and Concentration with Our Productivity from Universitas Trisakti. Congratulations, Mrs. Francisca Condro.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The best presenter from room 11 goes to Nurul Amalia. Relationship between vitamin A, micronutrient intake, and astenovia in adolescents from Universitas Trisakti. Congratulations, Nurul Amalia. The best presenter from room 12 goes to Johanna Della Derinda with the title Effectiveness of for Commercial Mouthwashes Against Oral Pathogens Biofilms in Vitro from Universitas Trisakti. Congratulations, Johanna Della Derinda.
Thank you so much.
For room 13, the best presenter goes to Ms. Rita Khairani with the title Obesity in Older Women Result in Lower Pulmonary Vital Capacity from Universitas Trisakti. Congratulations, Ms. Rita Khairani. And the last one, for room 14, the best presenter goes to Mr. Rico Eliaviana with the title Relationship Between Birth Spacing and Incidence of Stunting in Under 5's age 24 to 59 months from Universitas Trisakti. Congratulations, Mr. Rico.
Okay, congratulations to all of the best presenter InHeNce 2021. Now, before we end our conference, I would like to invite Mr. Arjon Turne, PhD, on behalf of all the InHeNce 2021 committee members to give a few closing words. So, Mr. Arjon, time is yours. Hello, Mr. Arjon.
Yeah, hello. Is my voice clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm in the position with the not good signal, so I must turn off my video. But anyway, the most importantly is about my voice. Thank you for the committee. I'm here to represent the publication chair and also as a representative of IEEE publisher. After I checked briefly about all of the revised paper, I have found that almost the paper are not well revised yet. So I would like to invite all of the participants to do the revision again and to check carefully about what was written in the letter of acceptance or LOA that already given to all of the participants. So, but firstly, I think could this meeting stop for recording first and then record again. So therefore, the file will be split with the previous recording. So I would like the information that I would like to give can be distributed to all of the participants, especially who doesn't attend today. So it could be saving our time in revising the paper after the conference. So we don't need to check and check again. And so the information can be repeated by the author. So, okay, it can be recorded again. So the file will be split with the previous one. So please, the committee share the file, the recording, this recording file video to all of the author. So firstly, I said that I have, after briefly checking of all of the paper, most or maybe more than 90% paper are not well revised yet. So there, I will give you one by one what should be checked and what should to revise. Actually, all of them already written in the LOA. So the first one, please, the author check about the template. You can open the original template and compare with yours about the margin, about the distance from the title to the affiliation, the distance from the affiliation to the abstract, and also the abstract, and also the format of how to write the affiliation, right? So if you have 5 authors, it should be written in 3 columns and 2 lines. So you can check it. So even it from the same affiliation, from the new format of the IEEE, it should be written in the different column format. Normally, it in the format it was written in 3 columns, and maybe it could be 1, 2, or 3 lines, and then so and secondly, all abstracts not italic. So please carefully to check it, and also each paragraph should be slightly give the space between the paragraph. There's the space between the paragraph, and also you can check also about the format of the references. It should be totally similar with the in the template. For example, Arjun Turnip, it should be written A dot turnip like that, not turnip comma dot comma A dot like that. But there must be example. You can find the example in the website. This kind of thing is it is not actually, this is minor, but if we have to change it all, it will be make time consuming for the committee. So instead of submit it to the IEEE, if we submit that kind of format to the IEEE, it will be rejected. This is about the format, and the secondly about the content. Please check the abstract. Since we are in the now in the digital era, and the research already highly increased or improved from the before, so please try to add such kind of numerical result in the abstract and conclusion. There must be. the numerical result. Okay. In the abstract and conclusion, please remember about that. And the next about the introduction, please make sure that at least 8 currently published paper from the journal should be involved in the introduction. It is to indicate it that your current method were comparing with the currently published of other research. So at least 8 currently paper from the 3 years from the last 3 years published paper. So please, I think it is not difficult to do that like that. So and in the last paragraph of the introduction, please kindly indicate it, the contribution of your paper, especially about what is the difference with the currently published paper, especially maybe about the how can I say, there are so many papers that seems similar to me from one paper to another, only different location, maybe sometimes only. So I believe that you can do that. It is I didn't just you that there's no contribution, but please try to make to indicate the contribution. And also in the method section, all authors should indicate it. The most importantly, how you get the data. It is must clearly indicated in the method section. The step by step how to get the data, because in writing the paper, the most importantly is it is that we having the data and the data processing, and then we do analysis or discussion like that. And especially for in health field, normally the paper are the discussion involve about how can I say, remove the citation of how can the discussion about other work in the discussion. Okay, if you don't understand, you can give me the question after this. But I mean, there are so many paper which is that in the discussion, the author explain about others' work instead of discussing about what the finding result in the research. So please kindly try to explain about the finding result in the discussion instead of explain of other research. Okay, so if you need to compare with other result, that's fine, but it's not maybe 1 or 2 references, but not more than that. And the most important more, please make sure that there is no Indonesian or untranslated word in the paper, in the figure, for example, in the table. Please make sure, especially to Indonesian participant, all caption in the figure and table must be in English, must be translated into English. So even it in the figure, then you need to revise the figure. And next, please make sure that there is no, in the paper we have used about 10 font size. So if you have figure, the font size must be maximum 10 font size. So it is not too big and also not too small. So please make sure if it is must be reduced, it is not less than 7 font size in the figure. So try to make sure that font size must be not too small and also not too big. And the last about the figure, please make sure that there is no figure with low quality, with low resolution. I think it is absolutely not eligible for publication in the IEEE because so as far as the paper with the low resolution figure, it will be excluded from the submission. So I think that's all about the correction mostly. The more detail about the correction you can read in the LOA, but what the must be changed because it is eye-catching. All author must be carefully to do that. We have experience to do the similar conference like this. We have after about 5 to 6 revision after conference. Why? Because all of the participants repeat the similar mistake for every correction. So that's why in this time, I asked to the committee to record this correction. So I believe all of you can repeat this and then check one by one about the paper, and we must submit all the paper. If I get the information from the general chair, all the paper must be submitted by 30 July. So I mean if any paper cannot be satisfied with the IEEE standard, it means your paper will be excluded from the submission, and maybe it will be published in the next session. So we will be responsible for to publish your paper after revision, but it will be not published in this session. Okay, so we will not reject it, but we will give you the time more. So if you want your paper to be published or to be submitted to the IEEE by 30 July, you must do your best to revise it in 24 hours from now, because after the revision we will do compiling for all of them, and then we must align them in the book format. So at least we need 1 week to do that. So therefore I would like to invite all the participants to finish all revision in 24 hours from now. So carefully to check the final revision of the participant, not to collect the old one, but then the please I don't know how the committee will collect all of the revision of file. And the last, we still have the last is for the paper that indicated not good in English, you please send your paper with the proofread certificate. Therefore, we don't need to return and check again. And for the paper who was indicated have the similarity level more than 15 in the EDAS system, you must complete your final paper with the new similarity check, which must be maximum 15%. Okay, so I think that's all my correction. Please, the committee, make sure that all of the editor comment must be fulfilled before the submission in 30 July. So if any question from the participant, please have a discussion. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Arjun Turni, for your useful message for all the participants. Once again, I would like to thank to all participants, especially for the keynote speakers, invited speakers, the authors, and also the committee. All of us to make this event become successful. And also, thank you for your efforts, the hard work to make this event doing great until now.
Now, I will leave you with a quote by Stewart Brand, an author and innovative thinker who once said, "We can see the past but not influence it. We can influence the future but not see it. Let us all be guided by all the things we have learned and heard throughout the conference and be able to see and influence our future." Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. And before we part, please accept this verse from me. Kalau ada jarum yang patah, jangan disimpan di dalam peti. Kalau ada kata yang salah, jangan disimpan di dalam hati. Which roughly means, please forgive us for our shortcomings. Till we meet again, perhaps in the next conference, in the second InHeNce 2022. May all of you have blessed. Thank you very much.
To all the participants, you may leave the room.
Semua yang dikirimi Umi lah. Pakai masker di mobil. Makan amat dulu.
Indonesia, a country located in Southeast Asia, is the world's largest archipelago with more than 17,000 islands. One of its largest islands, Sumatra, Medan, is home to Universitas Prima Indonesia, UNPRI, one of the most reputable private universities in the region. UNPRI has provided excellence in education since 2001 in the region of Sumatra. Over the years, UNPRI has evolved its curriculum to keep pace with expectations and the changing technology. For instance, UNPRI provides clinical experience through its affiliated hospitals, dental clinics, and other partnerships. All these features make UNPRI a leader in providing exceptional education in North Sumatra. The multicultural university respects people of various genders, ethnicity, and beliefs. UNPRI is a diverse university that provides students essential experience in a rapidly globalizing world. UNPRI consists of 4 campuses, with a 5th campus undergoing construction within proximity. Currently, Universitas Prima Indonesia has 10 faculties with 25 program studies, also 7 programs for postgraduate, bachelor's degrees, medicine, Faculty of Dentistry, Faculty of Nursing and Midwifery, Faculty of Public Health, Faculty of Economics, Faculty of Technology and Computer Science, Faculty of Law, Faculty of Teaching and Education, Faculty of Agricultural Technology, Faculty of Psychology, Master's Degree, Master of Biomedicine, Master of Public Health, Master of Management, Master of Accounting, Master of Law, Master of Notary, Master of Indonesian Language,